Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And you're the host, Justin. Ooh, a lot of technology. A lot of technology rolled through the store. Now, where did
Technology!
where did I put those?
But what?
I had the drinks. We weren't prepared, honest. Oh, I put them over there.
We're never prepared. Don't let them lie to you.
I set them down because I wanted to hook the lighting together. We got new lighting fixtures and made things easy. Hi, everybody. So, you got me something because you know I'm a huge fan of lemon lime and lemon lime-like beverages.
So, let me break it down for you.
Yes, please.
Pepsi tried making a competitor to Sprite years ago. I don't remember the name of it anymore. And then they discontinued that, and they tried something else, and they discontinued that. Then they tried Sierra Mist, and Sierra Mist has been going strong for a long time, but I guess they decided it wasn't going strong enough.
Who made Slice?
Pepsi, that's what it was.
Okay.
Slice.
Okay.
So, now they have come out with this, which is Starry. It's a lemon lime. It's not Sierra Mist. It is meant to be different, and the goal is to still not be Sprite. They don't want to copy Sprite.
But it's around it?
Yeah.
Okay. I swear
Give
to
it
God.
a sniff first.
It better be more. I swear to God, if it's more lime than lemon, I'm going to beat some ass. Okay. It is very slice-ish, but it's very mute. Hello, Sean.
Hey.
It is very mute. It's not a bad mute either. It's actually really refreshing. It would be way better super chilled, like chilled. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm going to kill this probably. Yeah. But aside from that, I also have a good old peace tea. If you go and check out our personal Twitters / Instagram, we went to a neat little coffee shop and had a good old time.
It's not our personal Twitter. It's on
my personal Twitter.
Oh, you posted on your personal Twitter?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Because I posted on the Ugly Mugs Twitter.
Okay. So, joint Twitter or my Twitter. There. Is that better?
Yarp.
Do you feel better about that?
I feel much better.
I don't feel better.
I feel so better. All the betters.
I had cheese on last Thursday and I'm still recovering. Leave me alone. But yeah, CES was all week and man, I had a couple dudes coming in who were just awestruck at the visual monitors that are now the doors to the cooler and all that. And I was like, bros, these things have been here for a year. They're not great. They're not fantastic. They're nothing new. They were here since last October. God dang.
I always fail at this. I can never successfully do this when I want to do it.
In a first stream?
I want to host our stream on my channel.
I have auto hosting and I can turn it back on, but I turned it off a while ago.
No, don't worry about that.
Okay. But I got a little bit of a review, something that you're probably gonna watch a little bit later on.
Eventually, I will get to it.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I kind of want you to. Trigun Stampede. I watched the first episode. It is amazing. It is a 5-star anime. I love the first episode. First episode gets you right where you need to be with all the characters. This is the same studio that did Beastars. I was okay with Beastars, but the animation of it was what really threw me to watch it in the first place. Trigun Stampede, not necessarily the animation style, but the goddamn, it's an added bonus. I'm definitely going to keep up with this one, Spy X Family, and one that Sox and I have started watching called Buddy Daddies?
Interesting. Buddy Daddies. That...
Yeah.
It sounds very wholesome or very dirty.
It is very wholesome.
It's one of the two.
It is very wholesome. It is quick synopsis, 5-second synopsis is 2 hitmen adopt a daughter.
Aw.
Yeah. It seems like it's going to be on the list for a while. Just came out, I believe, Tuesday, last Tuesday, not this past one, but the one prior, and so I'm behind an episode already. I'm excited for all, and just like Spy X Family, they took actual military style gunplay and just made it look good along with a wholesome story.
You mean we're not doing the whole fighting with guns like we do in Resident Evil?
Oh god, the weird gun kata. Don't get me wrong, I love that scene, but it's god awful. It is terrible. But I'll watch it.
It's like 6 billion bullets.
It is 6 billion bullets in a probably 16 round mag. But I digress.
But it's a universe where zombies exist.
Yeah, so you could throw 30 bullets into a gun.
Yeah.
But Trigun Stampede, 5 stars. I'm excited to keep going. It seems like it's going to kind of follow the same story as original Trigun. Hi, Socks. I told Quincy about Buddy Daddies. And I'll show him the trailer later on. It's kind of nice. Skadoo. So, before we get into the fun sided of technology, kind of a...
Technology.
God damn it, Quincy, stop doing that! I kind of want to address...
How slow that one was.
Yeah.
Sorry. You want to address this?
I want to address this. So, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, somewhat, has kind of announced something called OGL 1.1 and how that could be terrible for starting up writers. As I begin to, keep going with it and writing, then I said, wait, now I'm going to owe 10% to taxes, 10% to Wizards, and then 30% to the publisher. What am I making?
Provided that they even approve you.
That is correct, because their OGL goes into great detail of what they're licensing out to individuals. What they're saying, hey, you are now writing for us. And they could just turn around and be like, you never send us anything. Good job. And then all of a sudden your writing is now their writing. Oh, hey, now a new name covers the front of their books. I don't like any of that. Apparently, D&D Beyond, the one who runs that Twitter, said there was going to be something in the near future. Hopefully this fixes up the OGL issues. Some other businesses have already been in the talks of, hey, our stuff is going to be open. If you want to use any of our stuff, use any of our stuff, just as long as you credit us. Say what you're getting your stuff from, that's it. That is it.
So chat's saying fuck Hasbro. Is this directly coming from Hasbro? Is this coming from someone in Wizards of the Coast?
So I believe that, as far as I can tell at this point in time, whether or not it is true, I don't know. But as far as I know, it was a Hasbro executive that leaked this out. Okay. And when it came down to the leak, it was slowly rolling downhill for the figures, for the movie, for all of that, and said, we want these characters to stay our characters. We don't want them included of anything. Okay. Sean mentions one of the interesting D20 systems from Cobalt Press. And Cobalt Press said, hey, anything we make from now until forever will always be open.
I love companies that do that. The Genshin Impact company basically did that. They said, don't sexualize our characters, but past that, make shit with our characters.
Yes.
Do me a favor real quick. I'm going to scroll down and find the thing and talk about it while you type that in real quick. Because apparently that is one of the problems. So here's the actual thing. And we got to thank bellsoflostsouls.net for having this article.
Oh, yeah. I also really love that name.
The name of the website?
Yeah. Right.
So this is actually Attention to Legal Wizards of the Coast, LLC, P.O. Box 707, Renton, Washington, yada, 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 via U.S. mail and whatever that says. So they did hide some information, but this is the actual copy of what is being said today. I represent said Fish Games, LLC, Prudence Holdings, LLC, DBA Prudence Publishing 2, and it's just, on December 21st, 2022, Wizards of the Coast put out an announcement indicating a new version that doesn't work. Remember?
I just wanted to make. Where's underscore?
Underscore?
Yeah, that's dash. Oh, there it is. Sorry,
that's fine.
I used to Apple products.
And as I am sure caused quite a disruption. The board community, yada yada. So this is them actually finally saying, "Hey, we're gonna say something," after not saying anything for how long? They didn't say anything for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, but that was also because of the holiday. The holiday was what may have caused this issue. It's hard to say on what truly caused it, but
That would suggest that they launched this information on the 21st. Did not come into the office on the 22nd or the 23rd, neither of which are holidays.
or they didn't receive it until the mail decided to drop it off.
Well,
which,
no. They made the announcement on December 21st.
They made the announcement on December 21st.
Or the leak was on December 21st. Or whatever.
Right.
But it's on the internet.
Yep.
They ignore it for 2 days. Then they go on holiday. But they go on holiday for a week and a half rather than coming back into the office. You're telling me nobody came back to the office between Christmas and New Year's?
I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know. Hopefully, whatever they say is going to be a little bit more open.
It's so easy to tweet and post something in support of something. Yeah, exactly.
And holy crap, when they said that, hey, we're going to answer some questions, thank you for your patience, there was an immediate answer from one of the people I'm following. I'm not going to throw any names around just in case people are on either fence and or wanting to support or detract, because at this moment I just want solidarity. I just want an answer.
Yep.
But what it is we're done being patient. Mm-hmm. We're done asking questions. You know what you need to do.
Yeah, you're not responding. You're trying to figure out how you can still make this work and stuff like that.
Yes.
So,
and I'm going to be quite frank, money is not an answer here. If you want money, if you want support, it is... I already entered it.
No, it was dying or going to sleep, so I woke it back up.
You can go and take it back. Yeah. And small writers would be not screwed out, but have a harder time. Bigger writers, all they need to do is make a phone call. And as Sock says, I don't think people will stop getting notifications over the holiday season. Plus, it affects the livelihood of so many creators. I don't think anybody can use the holiday season as an excuse. I concur, 110%. This seems like bad PR. Someone's trying to get on someone's list. A lot of people are already starting to stop their D&D Beyond subscription. I said I'm going to keep it just in case things blow over, because it's at the beginning of the month and I already paid, so it's like...
Yeah, well, and that's one of the things that we had a conversation with as well. One of the problems being that how much money have you invested in it? How much are you going to lose? Yes, we want to hurt them where it counts, but if they don't,
if they don't
bow.
feel it. Yeah, if they don't feel it.
Then, some people have spent $800 on that fucking account. And if they don't turn around and go, okay, we're going to fix this, then that's $800 gone.
Well, not gone, but limited. Limited to your table. That's it. Because playing open source games, now it's going to be a little bit more, do I introduce a new item into my streaming game?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't, because it is technically published work. I don't like that. I mean, I don't want them to find a reason to harm me, you know?
Yeah.
But that was all I really wanted to address about this. Let me check the email real quick, because I believe it sent me an email. Yes. Oh, it's Stream Keys.
Oh.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. I do like that it sends me a closed access stream key, but
it looks like they really fucked up the way you used to be able to host things. Because it used to just be an option right in stream, and it's not there anymore.
Let's guest star. Oops. Let's guest star. Guest star. Thank you. Guest star is a new streaming tool that reduces the effort, and okay, that's something we'll look into. First thing up on the CES list, I'm going to go ahead and take my hat off because it's getting a bit roasty toasty. Something that I'm kind of interested in. It is called the Razer Edge, and it looks just like a regular run-of-the-mill Steam Deck, and it has an AEM OLED screen. It works off of Verizon's network. It has a pretty interesting processor, internal graphics card. It's pretty mediocre, all things considered, because they are trying to promote two things. One, they're trying to promote more accessibility elsewhere because of the Verizon thing, as well as cloud gaming, which Quincy and I have had our back and forth on this. I think this is an interesting idea. And if technology begins to go above and beyond what it normally is to the level that I'm hoping it achieves when this is released, I honestly think that this is a great idea.
What do you mean when this is released? When is this releasing? It says coming soon.
Coming soon. I believe they said June. Don't quote me. I believe June is going to be the Founders Edition.
The internet capabilities of a mobile device are not going to improve that much between now and June.
You're correct.
Well, sorry, I shouldn't say internet. The cellular, which, by the way, I don't want to say it on stream.
Fair enough.
It's too much personal information. I will talk to you about that off stream.
Here's the thing about that, however. This is just the Wi-Fi one. So this one's meant for coffee shops or at home. The 5G one has the further off one. I believe these two are going to be June. This one's going to be a little bit later. Mm-hmm. So the tie-up with Verizon will be far off, and not too far off in the future. So that's not what we're worried about. What I'm worried about is the specifications. You can stream straight from Xbox Game Pass on this device.
Yes.
Meaning,
you have the internet connection.
Of course. I mean, just a Wi-Fi panoramic right down the area, whatever. But my focus still stands that you can plug this thing up to a monitor, and boom, you have yourself an entire streaming device in your hands. Mm-hmm. That just kind of interests me a little. Not in a I wish to attempt this, because $500 is still a lot of money for the specifications. It can take a micro SD up to 2 terabytes. That's kind of cool, but I want more. I want a little bit more out of it. 5,000 milliamp hours. I mean, that's not bad. My phone has a nice little 3200. It lasts all day. How long is this thing going to last? With high intensity.
We figured out that we were looking at roughly 5 hours is what was talked.
Yeah, roughly 1,000 milliamp hour per hour. But I just don't know if that's going to be for intensive or otherwise. But 5 hours, pretty dang good. It even has Bluetooth 5.2, which means you can connect almost anything to it.
While we're talking about internet.
Okay.
I'm streaming a lot right now.
Yes, you are. Very good.
I'm just under 50 gigabytes on my internet every day.
Okay.
Christmas, where I was here maybe 4 hours total, I somehow used over 200 gigs of internet.
Okay.
I used more internet on Christmas Day, a day where I was not here, than I have in the last week of streaming. And Cox is up my ass because you're about to run out of gigs. I reset on the 22nd, and I'm at 75% usage.
I mean...
What the fuck happened on Christmas? I wasn't even home.
Yeah, I would say Sock says change your password. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we've already discussed that, too. That was something me and Lauren immediately went to. So, but that was the only day out of an entire billing month where it was used.
Someone got it right, downloaded 5 games and wandered
and
off.
left.
But a lot of this is also a lot of legacy gear that's been shrunk down, because the other thing is this thing is quick to charge. They say from 15 to 100% in less than an hour and a half. This whole thing just screams gaming. Plus, on the other side is you can download, of course, to the machine itself. So, 128 gigabytes internal. That's one game that you'll be able to change out, or a couple small ones. I like this. I like this a lot. I would want one. The only thing is, I don't know about its external capabilities, what it can do. Does the thing glow razor green brighter than the sun at midday? Maybe. Hard to know. I don't know what its internals are. It seems like it's a Android base.
Socks, to answer your question, it looks like the last Xbox update that I would have done around that time frame would have actually been around the 7th.
Yeah, and that one's too big. 200. Yeah, no, 200 gigs
200 gigs.
does not make sense.
At first, I was like, well, it was The Witcher. And then I stopped and went, no, I didn't have The Witcher yet. Well, I mean, I had the disc version, but the disc version wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
The
no.
updates could have to the disc version.
And also the 2 DLC areas, but those aren't that big. The whole entire game is maybe 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Scadoop. So you showed me a nice little lighting thing.
Well, I showed you something we can't seem to find on their website. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You found it.
Yep, I found it. This Neoleaf Skylight. Nano Leaf Skylight. This one here looks fantastic. I love lighting. It is one of my favorite things. And just recently, yesterday, if you were in the stream, I left abruptly because my shit just caught fire. So I lost my light, and now I'm just with my 2 monitors lighting up my whole room, and I don't like that.
You also slightly freaked me out because you were like, oh, I smell burning electronics. I'll be right back. Silence, silence, silence.
Ba-doom.
Disconnects from the freaking thing.
Yeah. It was quick. It was very quick. I had to move quick. But the Nanoleaf stuff, super nice, just a little pricey. I do love their elements. It's like frosted glass that has like a wood coloring texture to it, and then it kind of shines light through it, and I just like that. That is very homely.
Yeah. I really like the one that someone did where it kind of looked like the Batman symbol.
Oh yeah, that one is a thing that comes with, I think, the game. Hang on, I'll scroll down to it. Exclusive Dothamized design. Oh, I thought it would be. What's in the box? Oh, I thought it would come with the game. What's in the box? 10 triangles, 30 mini triangles, 1 controller, 100 VAC, 200 VAC volt. I don't know. 11 shapes mounting tape, 31 shapes mini mounting tape, 41 rigid linkers, and a quick start guide.
How much is it?
This one here is $630.
This is my one problem with this company.
Ow.
Like, this is my one true problem with this company. Like, why the fuck is that 600? Because what? How would you describe these?
LED panels. I don't. Ambient lighting. I don't quite understand the question.
Like, if I was Googling something along these lines, if I wanted to find this kind of product, what do I type in?
Oh, LED panel, I guess would be LED. Backlit bar. I don't really know. There's a lot that could be.
Okay, so I end up going with LED RGB panel lights. Actually, I went with pink because I can't type worse shit.
Yeah, it's showing you the right one.
Yeah.
So
there's some on frickin' Amazon for $70.
And yeah, it's like a starter pack. Okay.
Other one's 50, 60, 34, and that comes from fucking GameStop of all places.
Yeah.
There's the triangle ones for $149, $147.
I kind of like that one there. Okay.
I'm not trying to take anything away from this company.
No.
We came here because they had something new. I'm just looking at their prices going, who affords that?
Yeah.
LED wall art, that's a good one. It's flat, fancy light bulbs.
Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean...
You know what? I'm curious what happens when you Google that.
Flat, fancy light bulbs?
Yeah.
I mean, the aesthetics, that's me. I love all this. This is fucking amazing. Top to bottom, both of these pictures, I love it. The only downside is price tag and also the wand. You know, I don't have the... And who the fuck puts a keyboard up there, bro?
This is not what I was expecting from flat, fancy light bulbs.
Oh.
That looks like a whiskey bottle.
That does. But you got what you asked for. What I do like is that they show you little designs. Like, I do like the Space Invaders. You know.
Yeah.
The Hexagon Smarter Kit.
I tried Sean's LED wall light art and got some very different things. I got a Marvel Spider-Man LED canvas wall art, which was really nice. You got to actually... There we go. Because it's one of their shopping things.
Oh. That's actually kind of cool. Oh.
The lighting isn't quite what I want.
Yeah. It should glow with his wow. But this stuff, yeah, it's fine. These are fine. And they're showcasing over at CES. Wow, who would have that kind of money to do that?
A tech company that wants to seem edgy and cool. Or someone that sells the bathwater. So that's where the money's at.
Yeah, that's where the money's at. For temporary time. Skadoosh.
Until you get sued because you did it wrong.
Thank you, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, because you had most of my links, and this is just the links in a more concise area. So, of course, NVIDIA...
I want something like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those.
Put it
Right on top? On the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
In time.
All in due time.
Excellent. They, of course, NVIDIA pushed its new GeForce RTX 4070 and higher. The 4070 Ti, holy crap. That thing is definitely going to explode a lot of PCs if plugged in wrong. It looked angry. Roller skates for walking, smartwatches that aren't watches, and a chopping board. That is what we are here to talk about. So that is going to be the next 25 to 30 minutes.
That is some of what we're here to talk about.
That is some of what we're going to be talking about for the next 30 minutes. But yeah, they're showing their 40 line, both in laptops and in desktops. All of them are full-size cards. There are no budget. There is budget cards. It's just they're full-size cards. They're no longer half cards anymore. So that means small builds gotta go with the old 10 series and better.
I was curious. We can buy a phone booth on Amazon for $3,000.
Where are you right now, Quincy?
I was thinking about the most absurd shit you can buy for an office.
That is absurd.
A British red phone booth for $2,744. I think it's an actual one too.
Or one of the more underrated movies, Phone Booth, with Colin Farrell and Keith Sutherland.
And Keith Sutherland is the voice. And the cop is Lawrence.
Yes.
Fishburne.
No.
Or not, sorry, not Lawrence Fishburne. Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
I don't know why I do that with their names. Because they don't look alike at all.
But
for some reason, those two names, for some reason, in my brain go...
Yeah. Put a phone booth. I'll ring you during podcast.
That could be a thing.
We take calls.
Like with like some Raspberry Pi shenanigans.
And
have
Discord.
a phone booth and Discord. That was my exact thought.
Okay.
And have it be, if you pay enough, someone can ring us up and I have to go and answer the phone in the phone booth.
I mean, yeah.
It'd have to be expensive though.
Huh?
Because I'm not going to get up and do it every single time someone gives me $1. You know?
Would you do it for $5?
No, it has to be more than that because people can interrupt the fuck out of us for $5.
We're getting paid.
That's true, but we'll never get anything done.
Yeah, you're right. The Intel's new i9 13th gen stuff, super great. People are saying it's going to be clocking at no longer 8 performance cores. Now they're wanting 16 ones alongside those 8 ones, and they're saying 24 cores. That means 24 cores dishing out small tasks all around your PC at such high efficiency rates. These are great. They are amazing. They are not great in laptops. They do like to devour wattage, but I'm glad to see Intel still pushing the envelope with their just overall silicone usage. They are kind of aiming toward becoming carbon neutral over the next 10 to 15 years.
Where are they getting their silicone? Are they still going through China?
I believe they're getting it just all over.
Okay. Because I think one of the best things that Apple did, and I know how you feel about Apple, and I know how other people feel about Apple.
I'm neutral.
But I think the reality was when Apple went, fuck this, we're going to make our own silicone, I think it was ingenious. You know how? The tech's there. It's doable. And it stops this essential monopoly on the silicone that is causing these extreme rates on these devices and on these cards and whatnot.
But then they still charge that amount.
Well, Apple doesn't sell their chips.
Then that's even weirder that they'll sell their product at that outrageous price.
I mean, how much are you thinking an Apple computer is?
An iMac?
Yeah.
God, $1,300 for a good one? Yeah, okay, $1,150.
That's what the...
And that's 2015 too.
Well, that's the Core i5. Hold on.
Yeah, give me something new.
hold on.
Go new.
Yeah, they're not nearly as bad as you're thinking. They're expensive. Don't get me wrong. They're fucking outrageous, and they are not meant for fucking gaming at all.
No, because they are. Okay, so even the Air, 1200, and that's not tech heavy.
So that is tech heavy. It can do everything except gaming. Like, this is great for studio editing. And
Okay,
shit like that.
so for
We'll go the Mac Pro. We'll go the actual PC Mac Pro.
Okay,
The one
that
that looks like a cheese
grater. I don't.
I love the way it opens, though.
Yeah, it
The
does.
way it opens is
looks so clean.
so beautiful. You get that. It's like sci-fi. Like, the only thing they could have done better is have it release
I
a little
would
bit of like fog.
personally, I would like to have it on its side and do that.
That was great. Scroll.
Okay.
That was good.
Oh, 2 fingers. I do like. Go back up. Okay, I do like that. Okay, continue down because it said 28 cores. So this is newer. Okay, give me price tag.
It's at the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah, there's their specs.
Okay.
So this is the 28 core.
Okay, continue. I'm somewhat interested because now this thing can be used for gaming.
So the problem is
8K video, 30 frames. Okay. You can do it, but how?
I hate the fucking monitor.
I'll go into those when we get there.
Okay, where's the buy section? Because I think this is all specs is the problem.
There's,
Here we go.
choose your iMac Pro. Okay, ow.
$6,000.
$6,000 for the Mac Pro. Oh, that's just the tower. If you want the rack, which you can implement more into, is 65, and then of course you'll probably buy more, 6,500, and then. Okay.
So, $6,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Ow.
How much is an Intel Core? Everything built, same specs.
With one of the new ones?
Yeah. Because this is what, 4 cores more? No, this is 24 cores also.
This is 24 cores. This is 28 cores, but
This is 28 cores.
but this can probably handle more because it has 5.6 gigahertz processing. So yeah. So it just depends on what you're using it for. If you're using it for gaming, definitely go.
I would never say buy a Mac if you're gaming.
Oh yeah, of course.
Never. But if you're big into studio stuff, mixing, editing videos, stuff like that, Mac's got great fucking software for that shit.
They do.
And they've got the processors to handle it.
Yeah. Okay. So this top of the line everything, including I'm even gonna throw in a 4070 Ti. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably gonna be spending about the same amount. You're probably gonna spend about $4,000. But this thing is gonna explode all the specs because number one, it's gonna have an M.2.
Yeah.
Number two, it's gonna have a motherboard that can handle that. Number three, I'm putting 32 gigs of RAM in that sumbitch.
Now, here's the other thing about the way Mac is doing things. So we just looked at that. That's with the Mac Silicon, right?
Okay.
They've also got the Mac Mini and the Mac Studio. So the Mac Studio, it's a box.
I see that.
That's the whole computer.
Okay, so yeah, because they're wanting to do a lot of smaller ones.
$200.
200?
Or
2,000.
not 200. 2,000. There's your ports.
They're all lightning and push pulls. I mean, okay. Show me the specs. Show me what this thing can do. Because
Yeah, I'm skipping through stuff. Here you go. So this has the M1 Max or the M1 Ultra, so 10 core, 20 core. So we'll go the 20 core, which is up to 64 core GPU, up to 128 gigabytes and 800 GPS memory
what is
bandwidth.
okay? So you get to edit your GPU. Oh my god,
So there's the Ultra.
they are pushing like advertisements out the window. Hit buy for me, please and thank
Their
you.
website is wild.
Their website is wild. Okay, so $4,000 for the higher end 20 core, 48 core GPU. That's not bad.
Again, I would not say buy it for gaming.
No,
I
well,
will never tell you to buy a Mac for gaming. It's just not meant.
hold on. With that extra GPU, why does it need that many push pull then?
Because of everything else you can do with it.
I guess. And
Because you could do full video editing on here. Like, not YouTube video editing, but like full video
movie
studio editing on this
Yeah.
thing. You could connect all the soundboards in the world or use digital soundboards and do full music editing.
Okay. So figure for the same price, if you're going in the gaming field, you can get top of the line. A little under.
Yeah.
A little under top.
Gaming, I'm definitely going to say, hey, go this way. But this is where I go back to the original point we brought up here,
Okay.
was this is with them making their own silicon.
Yes.
They also offer a different version of certain products that still use the Intel cores.
Oh, of course.
If you don't want their silicon.
Which, is fine. Some people like their products, and some people will back their products. Like I lean toward Nvidia, but if I got offered a AMD Radeon or Ryzen 7000 with yada 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 for just under the price of, I would actually debate it, because they're Threadrippers. They are amazing pieces of technology. So it's, now you have competition. Now that you have an actual fight between the two, he's showing me some MacBook prices.
These are the Airs and the Pros. So looking at these specs versus these prices, how are you feeling?
Rough and tumble.
So these are M1s and M2 chips.
Yeah. It's a little rough, because if I'm going for a laptop, I would definitely do Windows. I would definitely want a Intel in a computer set like that.
But that's the other thing to consider too. Is, are you a Windows person? Are you a Libsyn person? Not Libsyn? Not
Linux.
Libsyn. Linux. Sorry. Libsyn is what we use for the podcast.
Yes. Our host.
Yeah. Are you a Linux person? Are you a Mac person? Those are the things to consider too.
Right.
I am 100% a Windows person, but I own multiple Apple products. The crazy thing, I have Word on all of these.
Yeah.
I use Word. It's what I learned.
It's just a matter of what you need to do, and that's if you want it for gaming, get one of these. I mean, hell, the Ryzen 7000 CPU. I don't know too much about their graphics cards, but from what one of the podcast listeners, he doesn't mind his.
Mm-hmm. On average, laptops have very small storage too, internal.
Now, not so much. You put an M.2 in that sumbitch, you got 2 terabytes.
If you put one in. I'm saying out the door, buying a laptop, if you aren't breaking your bank, but you want a decent performing, at least an i5.
Oh, then yeah, definitely. Because if, let's say I just go,
because mine downstairs doesn't have shit for storage.
No, it doesn't.
And I upgraded the RAM on that bitch.
But the only thing is that doesn't have an M.2.
Well, I'm not talking gaming.
I know. This is just to shove me into an area that I can show you.
Okay.
So,
but with the M.2, they're going to up the storage on it.
Right.
And I'm saying run-of-the-mill work laptop.
Right.
Okay, how much storage does this have?
512 gigabytes.
Yeah. Well, the Mac One has 2 terabytes for $1,000.
Okay.
The Air Pro. Like I said, again, it's not a gaming thing.
No.
This will do more.
Yes.
That's why this one's price is higher, but it has less storage for your games.
Okay. Well,
so as a business person using a laptop for business purposes, 2 terabytes of fucking storage.
Okay. Then I'm gonna. What's the
16 gigabytes memory.
Okay. So same i7 1100H, which means it's a higher quality. 16 gigabyte DDR4 with a pretty decent RTX 3060 and a terabyte M.2 for $1,300.
Yeah, 2 terabytes of storage, 18 hours battery life, Touch ID, 16 gigabyte memory, and the Apple M1.
I don't know too much about M.1s, but if they can substantiate the speeds, I don't really give a dang. I do love my M.2s.
The Apple M1 series, yada yada. Let's talk about speeds and shit. Like, this thing just came out back in November, and they've already improved it to the M2.
So 3.2 gigahertz and last level cache. It's a little up in the air for its data speeds because there's different brandings. So we'll say it's almost equivalent. The only thing that is that has an extra terabyte, but this one could do gaming over under because of its 3060 6 gigabyte card that's slapped on the bottom.
But if you're just working on documents and shit like that all day long, why would you spend the $200 extra to get less storage and be able to game on it when you're not planning on gaming on it? It's all about what you want to use it for.
Yeah, of course.
That's one of the big things.
I was about to say, like, I'm done doing my work. Let's play some Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it on my iMac. I can do it on this one.
Yeah.
So, it is just dependent on what you're going to do after work. Because both can do good work. Just depends on what you're doing on the work. And then, I want to play. can't really play on a Mac
I will
Pro.
never tell anyone to buy a Mac for gaming.
Well,
it's
now-
just not.
Now you kind of can with the Game Pass Cloud.
You could.
So it's everything's up in the air with it.
Provided they have allowed access to that. Oh, they did because it's on my phone now.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They were the holdouts because they were like, well, we need ratings for each game.
That's
we need
correct.
this. We need that. Yada yada yada.
Yep.
They were the holdouts.
And Microsoft is doing a lot of really interesting handshakes. Like they're wanting everything to just work. They don't want to shut anyone out if they can avoid it.
Yeah. Like Sock just said, or get a work laptop and then the Razer PSP thing. Yeah, it's all about what you have to spend, what you want to spend it on, and what you need it for. I don't own a Mac PC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Lauren owns a Mac laptop. She fucking loves it.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting old. It's getting rough, and we're eventually going to get her a new laptop.
Yeah.
But she absolutely loves that laptop.
Yeah.
Me, I buy the cheapest HP on the market that can run browser and
Word.
and
Or
Word.
your work
Because
program.
that's
Yeah.
all I need. I do not need more than that. My next laptop, you're having an epiphany.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead and finish your statement.
My next work laptop, when I get another one, it will be probably like a Google Chrome or something inexpensive.
Chromebook?
Yeah, like a Chromebook.
Yeah, Chromebooks are $200 and they are running way clean.
Inexpensive. Just need the bare minimum because that's all I need from that.
Yeah.
I don't need anything more. From that.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go full blown gaming, I'm gonna do a desktop anyways.
Yeah, or
I don't want a gaming laptop
just do another freaking tablet for Christ's sake.
at this rate. Yeah.
Yeah, because this thing has already impressed me. I was very reserved, and then when you say, "Oh, I got an iPad," I was like, "Yeah, really? Okay." It didn't really, and then all of a sudden you showed me what it could do, and you saw the stars in my eyes when I saw that you were drawing on
Yeah.
it and doing like actual pressure and all that, and I was like, "Ooh."
There's certain things I think Apple does better than others. I think they do things like this really well. I think they do things like phones really well. I think they do things like their watches really well. I mean, their newer watches, when you go swimming, you can wear them, and then you have a button you press afterwards, and it has a little fan in it that blows the water out of the ports. My mom has one that does it.
What fucking engineer? What engineer over at Apple said this has got to be a feature?
Because the thing is
I
the
love
problem
it.
was
I love it.
It's a full workout watch that you couldn't wear when you swam, and swimming is one of the biggest versions of cardio. I swim.
Yeah,
Lauren swims. I love swimming.
I used to swim.
It's great cardio. It works. It's a full body workout.
It is.
I can't wear the device that tracks my shit in the pool.
Water. Yeah, okay.
So someone went, "Oh, we can fix that."
And then they did.
Yeah. And Sock says that she has one. She got her through the community organization for $50. So you're talking the Chromebook, right? You like it, right?
Mm-hmm. Either that or an iPad. I can't remember which one she got. Off that.
Either way, I mean,
But yeah.
both great devices.
Smaller OLED monitors. We're promoting 27-inch 1440p panels that were stellar color display. They said that they want to do the handshake with not Nano Leaf, but another brand that has them already embedded on the outside. The only
why aren't we there yet?
The only downside with that was it was too thin of plastic, so it wasn't holding them proper, so they had to pull that one. That was a rumor. I don't know if ROG was behind that one, but someone was not on their game, and they had to pull a couple products, and there was just this big open lot for ROG. It was either I don't think it was ROG. I think it was maybe Razer or something.
I was talking to Lauren. I can't believe how quiet the town was over this last week with both CES and the AVNs going on at the same time.
AVN?
Adult video.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then there was one down in Henderson. I don't know what convention was down there,
Fuck
too.
Henderson.
You're not wrong. Having lived there for 4 years, yeah, fucking Henderson.
I couldn't believe how quiet the city was.
Yeah?
Oh, I didn't see the stretch one. I only did the hydrate.
Oh, I also did not see. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh yeah, so she's got the Chromebook and she likes it.
Okay, I forgot which one it was. But yes, OLEDs. Their response times are a lot quicker. They're saying that it will almost be better than 1 millisecond, which means gameplay will be instantaneous. Yada yada yada. I'm like, that's great, but what kind of computer can hit that kind of refresh rate? They said 0.03 milliseconds at worst. I said, I think we might be able to have some reaction time at that. So this, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But what you brought up before, that's a great thing. How have we not gotten to the point that these LED strips that everyone's going apeshit for. We have some that we were supposed to set up and they didn't stick.
Yeah, they didn't.
They're somewhere around here.
That was my fault.
No, it's not your fault. I'm the one that set it up.
Oh.
But it's one of those things like, how have we not reached the point that those are built into the back of the TVs now? That those are built into the back of the monitors now?
I don't know.
This tech's been around for a bit now, and we've seen how big it's blown up.
Just be an engineer then. I don't know.
I can't.
We could. It just requires too much learning. But $1,000 though for a 27-inch 1440p monitor. That's still rough.
Yeah.
That is still very rough. For a crystal clear picture, if it came with like a soundbar or something, auditory, I'd be cool with it, but that just seems way too high price for it. In about a year and a half, this is probably going to be $300.
We're using two TVs, two very distant relatives of each other because of the time frame they were built.
Smart TV and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were also both old by the time they came in here, and I'm very happy with this display. I don't know that I would necessarily use it for gaming. If I did, I'd probably use the smart one.
I'm just going to nudge it up. Sorry.
It's going to hang off on the back end if you do it. That's the problem. That's why it sits like that. Yeah.
I don't like precarious things.
Me neither. Have you make every tech a RGB mouse pad?
Kind of.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. My head keeps getting itchy. So
yeah, my beanies did that to me too.
Quickly over at Starry, the I was about to say energy drink, the Sprite knockoff, not bad.
I liked it.
I like it. It is very refreshing. It is very nice.
Lauren bought 3. She comes up with, she sees them, she goes, "Oh!" She runs over and grabs them because we had already talked about it being a thing. And she comes up with 3. I went, "Why 3?" She goes, "So Justin can try one tomorrow." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And so we drank ours on the way home. I was like, "It's pretty good."
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not Sprite level though, but they are good.
Last thing, they don't want to taste like Sprite.
Okay.
Is their big thing.
Quincy, how about instead of this, we just have one curved monitor?
So I'm still iffy on curves. I've only that sounds wrong. I love curves. Curves are amazing.
Curves on TV.
Yeah. So I've only ever known one person to own a curved TV.
Okay.
And he fucking hates it. He says biggest waste of money.
Mac?
Nope. Jim.
Really?
Alex is dead.
Really?
He fucking hates it.
Oh.
He's like, I should have just gone to flat TV. This is fucking pointless.
He's not the market then.
He's Mr. Tech. This thing ate up the entire wall in his living room.
And he hates
it. Was fucking huge. It felt like you were practically sitting in a movie theater. He had the vibration things on the couch for the speakers.
Oh.
And he hated the curved TV. He's like, I should have just spent the less money to get just the flat one.
Okay.
Well, but that being said, I think for gaming it might be really interesting.
Okay, for gaming or just for hanging out, for doing this, it cuts itself into 3 monitors. You can literally put you can literally put 3 displays.
Huh.
You can cut where the displays are.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. What someone did was they took it right here and put their Discord chat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking you could have your Discord chat take up such a minimal space now.
And you can keep an eye on it and
without having to like try to get scrunching your gameplay down, because your gameplay is reacting like it's got just a different border. It's not shrinking something up.
No.
That's really interesting.
Yep. And then they said, well, we can just try and do it being 4K. So it's 32:9 aspect ratio, which is kind of interesting, and some games actually support that ratio, such as Elite Dangerous, Everspace, Space Flying one seems to be the more popular chorus.
Where that realm of visibility makes sense.
Borderlands. I think Borderlands 3 has this on there as well. Just so that way you got that full resolution. But
Socks in the chat says my PC monitor is curved. I don't even notice, to be honest. You don't even notice in the way of like you feel like you should have just bought the flat one because the extra money to get the curved doesn't make sense, or what? Like, what do you mean by that? Have you actually, other than seeing them in stores, experienced the curved?
Yes,
because I've only ever experienced it in store.
I did play on a curved monitor once. It's fine. I don't have a problem with them. If I were to play on them every day, like if I were to play Witcher on it, I'd probably get more immersed. I actually kind of enjoy just giving a soft glance. Instead of it being a flat image, it's a rotated image.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that's just nice to me. Mm-hmm. It's not major. It's not to where I have to, turn my head to look. It is off of a glance.
Okay. Yeah, so Sock says, not like I don't feel like it adds any extra value to my usage of the monitor.
So she's a neutral party like me.
Yeah. Okay.
I would, if it was the same, like let's say I had my BenQ amazing 4K monitor right in front of me. Mm-hmm. If they said for an extra $10 you can get that curved,
but it's not an extra $10.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm saying like that's my one caveat.
This one's the only one that is because they're pushing some new OLED technology. This is the new technology.
Yeah, because what I was actually going to get to next before you start bringing that up was my next thought was, why does it cost so much more for the curve?
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like it can't be that much more difficult.
Here, hold on, let me see what the price tag for this is, because
I mean I could be wrong. I don't know this shit about anything.
So okay, $1,800 for a 49-inch full. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So let's take a look at curved monitor. Let's do a 4K one. Let's keep it in the 4K. Let's go to Best Buy. First one on Best Buy. Let's just take a crack at what it is. Okay, so a 32-inch for $450.
Okay,
that's not bad. Ultra HD. You know what? Let's go a little bit harder here. OLED, baby. Okay.
This is the one we covered last year? The one that you can rotate it.
Swivel, that is correct.
I don't see using a curved monitor
to stack
vertical making sense. A flat monitor, like a secondary flat monitor vertical, makes a lot of sense because then you flip that bitch towards vertical, and that's where you have your Discord chat nice and fucking big on your secondary monitor. Yeah. That makes sense to me. But a curved one flipped like that, unless you're really leaning back in a chair.
Yeah, no.
But then again, like, what are you putting on that?
I don't want to.
Because I'm not gonna watch a movie like that.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, Magic the Gathering or card game.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
But that's very niche.
Yeah, buying an entire monitor so you can play Magic the Gathering. Although I feel like that's exactly what Magic the Gathering players would do.
Gwent or
if it was better on mobile.
Yeah,
they just did an update, and I'm sitting there staring at it in the App Store, going, "Do I actually update the app or do I delete it?" And I updated the app, and I went, "Probably still not going to play it."
Here we go. Okay, so. For a good one, 5 stars, pretty much, $450 for a 32-inch.
Okay.
So the same size as this.
Okay.
Not bad.
This isn't bad for up close gaming either.
Yeah.
Like this size.
No, yeah.
Fallout Shelter. I haven't played Fallout Shelter in so long. Same thing with Hearthstone. I don't play TFT.
Yeah. But $450, and the only extra feature I would want is a soundbar or a speaker embedded in it. I like my little external speaker that I have. But
my whole thing is that I'm not necessarily a snob about sound, but I hate low quality speakers.
Oh, I do too.
So what inevitably would happen is I would either buy new externals or I'd just wear my headset.
Fair enough.
You know?
I mean, I got my Sennheisers. Yeah, you're right.
I felt so bad. I was trying to watch Piper stream yesterday while doing my stream, and I had him on my laptop, and the speaker's going out on my laptop. So I've got the laptop like this when he's responding to me at one point.
Oh.
And then I had to type to him. I was like, just so you know, but I am still here. My laptop speakers are done for. I can't hear you. So I've got that little soundbar, that tiny little one your uncle gave me. When I watch stuff, because sometimes I'll game and watch something, which I'm really bad at, and normally what ends up happening is I end up pausing the game.
I'm great at it.
But what I'll do is like if I am doing it that way, I plug that little soundbar into my laptop.
Yeah, an external speaker never hurts.
But I have a soundbar and subwoofer in my living room because I don't like the TV speakers.
Fair enough. Now, the Vive XR Elite. No external cameras. Everything's done up on the top. You just set the boundaries and you game. That is what you are wanting, correct? Is no cameras in the top, and just as long as you have the room, you can play.
No. So I don't care about the cameras.
Okay.
My thing is I need the thing that allows me. I move.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And it senses my movement. Yes, the cameras in the room sense your movement, but the problem is you're still limited to the fact that you are moving in a room and you're going to run into something.
Yeah.
So I need the thing that straps around your waist that you stand there and you
scoot around.
And I need it to work better than it is.
Okay.
Because they exist and they're really expensive and they work like shit.
Okay. Well, hopefully in the near future we get to see more of that. But alas, for $1,100, this one is a great addition to a VR. This one has great parameters, two 1920 by 1920 displays, so they are perfect square to make sure that you see everything within your periphery in each eye.
Yeah. This tech is pretty much where I want it.
Okay.
This tech is good. It's the movement tech. And the fact that so many games, because the way those things tend to work is the point and click thing, that so many games go, hey, grab a fucking controller and play it like a regular game. You're just zoomed in now.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I want. That's not VR.
Yeah, I like watching the TikToks of the dude whistling Dixie while frickin' throwing a pistol up in the air, punching a zombie, catching the gun, shooting another zombie, and then throwing the pistol at another zombie and just having a blast like that. I love that.
And he's doing great with it, and he's using the joysticks on the thingies and whatnot, I'm sure, or he's got the room that senses them, which is great. But I want to be able to be strapped into that thingy so that my fat ass will lose some weight by going
and then
through Doom.
Yeah, through Doom. Oh, Doom VR.
Doom VR is the thing, but
you
use a controller.
No, well, I didn't. I used the little me. I did it over at, I think this was first Doom, and it was at GameStop Expo. They put me in this little fucking room, and I had two hands.
Yeah. How did you move?
Thumbsticks.
Thumbsticks on it. Yeah. See, so it's essentially a controller.
You are correct.
I want to be booking it. I want to be running up on those fucking demons. Yeah. Okay. But I want to be connected to that thingy so that I don't fucking eat shit in my room.
Or you do because you go too fast.
Yeah.
And lastly on this little list from Rock, Paper, Shotgun is HyperX. Great peripheral mods, just peripherals in general. Wonderful, wonderful headphones. Just full, what do they call them? Headsets. Mm-hmm. I love how comfortable the HyperX clouds are. They are great. The only downside is their price tag, $70. Yeah. I might as well start pushing toward like some Sennies or something. But they were at CES and they were showing some of their custom keycaps, cake, lawn, and a bunch of ducks.
I love these companies.
And a cat, I believe.
I love these people. I'm seeing them on TikTok and on Etsy and stuff that are making these really cool, really interesting custom keycaps. Have you seen the full Pokemon keyboards?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are beautifully done.
Every day there's a person that pulls off a keycap and they have one sent out from like another shop. And they'll replace the one keycap and they at the very end. And I'm like, that's cute. I like that it's a random ass keyboard covered in random keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cozy Cat will be available for 48 hours or until supplies last. It is on January 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I feel like it'd be really weird to type on that.
Well, it's meant for the specialty keys.
Yeah, the F keys.
Or escape. Just down out of the way.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
That would be weird. But, yeah, HyperX does very interesting little keycaps from time to time.
Go back up. Wait, right there.
Yeah.
That mic stand. I love that.
Yeah. They have a bunch of dudes who just love to 3D print stuff.
That is an amazing mic stand. Mm-hmm. For the listeners, get in the damn frickin' Twitch because this is like tentacles coming up and holding like what looks like a ship's wooden wheel, which is like the part that the straps go to the mic.
Let me see. Microphones. Let me see if it's in here anywhere.
Might be under accessories.
Microphone. Accessories? Was there accessories? Shopping category. Accessories. Hopefully they have that. No, it seems to be all their actual stuff. But that's okay too, because I mean they are holding a CES deal on their peripherals.
The way I said tentacles, what did I say? Tentacles weird?
Tentacles.
I don't know.
I didn't catch it.
I guess I was trying to be really careful not to say testicles.
Don't say testicles. Don't say testicles. Don't say testicles.
Tampon. Wait, shit.
But yeah, all their stuff is on sale. $30 off of their Cloud Alphas, which apparently are like literally lightweight. Mm-hmm. They are so just nice, plush.
You just want to shove headphones in my face right now.
I do. They are nice.
Mine fucking broke.
Yeah.
My nice wireless ones.
Remind me to give you those when you drop me off tonight.
Wait till next week. It doesn't matter.
You're a bitch. Um,
I'm not making you run back up and down the stairs. Plus, I gotta feed my brother's cats tonight.
okay.
I want a good pair of gaming glasses. I want to see if there's a company that can do it without it being outrageous, where I can get my prescriptions put in with the gaming glass tint, so that I can have my prescription.
Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted.
What the fuck did you just pull up?
No.
Let's not do random Googling.
There we go. Figured it out. But yeah, it blocks blue light if you're wanting that, but then there is...
I mean, I would like some blue light ones. Those would be nice.
Blue lights. Kettles.
Talk to your optician. It should be under 50 to add gaming tint. Really?
Yeah, like cool. Like right now, I'm looking around.
I actually just need new glasses altogether because these ones are fucked. I told them not to put the coating on. They put the coating on, and the coating is slowly rubbed off, but in random spots, so my eyes are patchy.
So let's just go progressive, and then we'll just go from there. So yeah, they have seamless progressives for people like me that are losing eyesight and need differentials. So in about 5 years, I'll probably need to get a pair of these. But I love these. These are great.
Socks I could, but then that's on my glasses all the time, and I just want it for I want a pair that I would take my regular ones off. Oh, I can't see anything, and then be like, time for the gaming glasses. Yeah.
Whoa.
Because the problem is I can't do regular gaming glasses because I'd have to put them over my glasses, which is uncomfortable.
Yeah. In order for me to see without my glasses, I have to put my hand right here, because then it focuses.
Interesting. My goal in my glasses life is to finally get myself the 4 pairs of glasses that I should have: the everyday glasses, the prescription sunglasses, the gaming glasses, and the backup pair of glasses that I don't fucking have. Because right now, if these break, I'm fucked.
Yeah, look at this. $6.95 just for the frames themselves. Yep. To add in your prescription, it is another, I think, $17.
Oh, shit, that's not bad at all.
That is not bad at all. I am right now wearing a pair of Zenny gunmetals. They are great. They're fantastic. They are lightweight. And yeah, even, hell, I would love a pair of aviators for outside.
Yeah, I would love to because I don't want to do the transition because of how much I drive. I feel like it'd be weird after a bit.
It does. Mine's starting to do that a little bit. When I come in, it just kind of takes a while.
Yeah,
but it doesn't.
So that's why I'd like to have just the regular pair of glasses and then the prescription sunglasses.
Yeah, and especially when they're this inexpensive, why not? But yeah, Zenny, Z-E-N-I, if you want to...
transitions don't work behind the windshield.
Kind of do, kind of don't, but...
My whole thing is, I'm when I'm working, I get out of the car, I deliver forms, stuff like that. Now suddenly I'm wearing sunglasses, I get back in the car, and my sunglasses are going away because I'm in the car, and...
You need sunglasses.
I still need sunglasses, and it would just be better for me if I got prescription sunglasses.
Yeah, photochromatics. Yeah, see, look. Starting at $33.95.
That's not bad.
That's for the photochromatic. If you're just wanting just the regular bullshit.
You know what's crazy? I think Carrie was telling us about this company because I think she bought 4 pairs of glasses.
Yeah.
So when we were over there for Christmas Eve, I think she was telling us.
Yeah. And if you're a student, you save 10%.
I am
if
not.
If you are a first responder or medical personnel, guess what? 10%. Military, 10%. Teacher, 10%.
What if I'm broke?
They're just inexpensive. They are $15 plus the $6.95. So, I mean, that's still great. Or hell, even custom clip-ons.
Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, at least you live in Nevada. The transition slowed down in colder weather. It can take up to 30 minutes in the cold.
You are correct.
Fuck.
You are correct.
Sean used to work at an optometrist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Walking to work this morning, I realized my shades took a lot longer to get that color, but I was...
Colder morning.
I was doing this. I hate...
Stuck on...
No, it wasn't that bad, luckily. But I was able to see. I was able to see my breath. Skadoop. Over on the interesting handheld side, the Samsung Flex Hybrid is a screen that can both fold and roll. It can extend its own visible scenery, as well as open up like the failed project of the Samsung Flip. This one is said to use a little bit more of the e-ink technology that we're going to showcase a little bit later on, but this one here kind of it seems a lot more seamless. Looking at the active videos on CNET's actual stuff, their YouTube channel and whatnot, when it was doing this, it seemed very good, but I'm worried. I'm worried about that bend. That bend continuously causes problems for the flip, for the fold, and for the fold squared.
Well, chat is saying, just starting to regret my fold purchase. Is it because you're starting to see something in the fold? I'm asking, like, legit.
Oh, yeah. This thing is a it's a bit odd to really look at. It was the prototype style. I'm okay with it. It looked fine. But when you watch the video, you'll realize that it's just odd. It's not bad, just odd. Flying cars. What do you think?
Oh, terrible idea.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, this is not a flying car.
Well,
This is going to have a pilot, right?
it is going to have a pilot.
And it's going to have to follow strict air pathways
It
and
is
all that.
500 feet or lower, yes.
Okay. So, terrible idea. Because guess what happens when a car breaks down? They turn on their hazards and they pull over it on the side of the road. What happens when a flying car breaks down? It plummets out of the sky and kills the passengers and anyone it fucking lands on.
Okay, two things. One, it has actual, kind of like a gyroid-style turning, so that way in case the engines do die, you can glide. That's what the always-out wheels are, so you can glide your way to safety.
Okay.
I know, I get your point.
Shit breaks. All kinds of shit breaks.
You are correct.
Mirrors randomly fucking fall off. Things go wrong.
What is... Okay, we need technology to move forward, and in order to do so, we need
No, this is not the way.
You do... Okay.
Better mass transit, no flying cars.
You don't want flying cars at all.
If it is like a specifically thing, like this is a company that you hire, you get picked up at a landing pad, and they fly specific courses that are set with the what's the ones that are in charge of airports? FAA.
FDA.
FDA is Food and Drug Administration.
Okay, so yeah, FAA. FNLA.
Something like that. And like
NOP.
magnet trains are the better. Yes, magnet trains are the better course of the future. Regular people should not be fucking flying in the fucking air wherever the fuck they want.
Okay.
No. You can't even get people to change their oil right. You want them to maintain a vehicle that could fall on your fucking house.
I'm right there beside you. I'm 100% beside you. I'm just the debate of allowance.
And jetpacks. Now, I mean, at least when a jetpack breaks, it just kills you.
Yeah, I was about to say
It's not a 2-ton vehicle coming through someone's house.
The up and down of a jetpack is ditch jetpack and put on a wingsuit, or have a wingsuit already deployed and just glide away.
But you have to go all the way up to come down.
That is how that works, Quincy.
Yeah. So a jetpack, you get to leave the ground, get where you're going, and land.
Yep.
So like, I could leave my house and go downtown.
Yep.
But with a wingsuit, I have to go to a fucking high rise and jump off to go somewhere else.
If it breaks, it was just an if it broke kind of thing.
But, okay, I get you. If it breaks, the backup, you have the wingsuit.
Yeah, and I mean, plus this is almost $1 million, so who cares?
Get fucked.
Charge your laptop while you pedal. So this is an idea that leans toward green energy that also helps out people.
Yeah. Why'd you poke me in the tit?
Someone's
how to get boxed on Twitch.
That's fine. But on a more serious note, to be able to charge up a laptop using a green energy source, let alone your own body, that's, yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah. Or just watch YouTube videos while just pedaling.
You can do that without buying this thing. But
no,
yeah.
of course not. But
the green energy part, I really like.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're not spending any money to charge up both your phone and the thing.
If you work from home, this is amazing.
Yeah, and this is precisely what it was for. I do want to see the Black Mirror episode that talks about it, though, but I'll leave it alone for now. This is something I have further on, but I'll kind of glance at it right now, called the Lenovo YogaBook 9i, which has 2 touchscreens and a actual crease in the middle that allows it to joint close, so that way it can close a lot better than the Samsung Flip Fold and the new Hybrid. This one, it looks really good to me. I love that you could put the magnetic keyboard on top of the second screen, and it immediately on the bottom half of the second screen gives you your touchpad and a rest. It seems well into its idea of what it wants to be, how it wants to be it, and it can be the other thing you're wanting to. I like that. The only downside, price tag, $1,300 $2,100 for the 2 tablets and a magnetic Bluetooth thing. A bit pricey. Hopefully it'll be down by maybe December of this year.
Just buy a tablet and stick on a regular keyboard.
Or that. Or just get a cheapo laptop, Chromebook. Yep. I just like its design. I like its haptic keyboard. I like all of it. It's just pricey. Very steep. Very, very
That's the problem with a lot of these new tech ideas that these people come up with is like, hey, this really cool thing that's kind of just a slightly improved version of what we already have. Okay. It's like $6,000.
I think the only rebuttal I have for that one is the Razor's Edge. Razor Edge.
Yeah, I still don't trust that thing.
I kind of do.
I'm real iffy on it.
I'm iffy on it.
It doesn't make sense that it's so cheap.
It's just a cell phone with better features. That's all it was.
But cell phones cost more than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a decent cell phone costs more than that.
Yeah.
You can get cheap cell phones for fucking $50.
This article talks about it as well. For a $400 thing that attaches to Wi-Fi, it has pretty good connectivity over under. It's a tiny Android tablet, more than a Steam Deck copycat, but the specs are impressive. We're keeping our eye on this one, so even CNET is talking about it. The Tesla, the C...
That's ugly.
It is ugly, but it doesn't use fuel. You just let water run into it. You stir it up, and as it stirs up, it powers itself.
I feel like you could build something that does that you attach to existing boats rather than building an entire new boat to do that. Like, that's one thing I've never understood about the concept of electric cars. I understand it, I should say. Yeah, $390,000. Fuck that. I understand it because people are more... because it's actually about the money, not about the environment to these fucking people. Because the fact that we haven't found a way to cheaply and realistically convert gas-powered vehicles to electric vehicles is fucking stupid. I have to buy an entirely new vehicle with a price tag that doesn't make any fucking sense to make it electric, rather than... to have an electric car, rather than just making my car electric. It's fucking wild. I did see a guy that took a totaled Tesla, ripped out the innards, and installed it in a muscle car.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, so he's got a muscle car, but it's electric.
Didn't Ford just do something similar?
Ford has an electric Mustang, and it's fucking ugly as shit.
It's ugly as shit, but statement still stands.
But it's like $60,000.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, as far as an electric car in today's time with a... for $60,000 for a brand new car with all of its features, that's not too bad.
Oh, and for some reason, every time you would hook up your Android phone, it would reboot your phone. So
I'm sure they fixed that since then, but I get your point.
But it was hilarious.
Well, go back up.
Yeah, so that's a regular Mustang. It's $33,000.
The EcoBoost?
That's not the electric Mustang.
Oh, it isn't?
The electric Mustang doesn't look like a Mustang. It's fucking ugly. Oh. So $30,000 for a regular Mustang. Now I make it electric. That's the electric Mustang. And it's $43,000. Sorry.
Okay.
$10,000 more to be electric.
And I actually don't mind its body.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a Mustang.
It doesn't look like a Mustang. You're right. Neutral. I will remain neutral.
My whole thing is $10,000 more to not have an engine and a transmission and a radiator and this and that and that. Like, there's so much less, and it costs $10,000 more.
Yeah. Okay.
Granted, it's still cheaper than the fucking Tesla.
Quincy, you have a projector downstairs, don't you?
Yes.
Would you want an 8K?
What's in 8K?
The resolution.
No, I know that. What am I watching that is 8K?
Oh.
Nothing's made in 8K yet. Nature videos from some dude that bought an 8K camera is not a reason to buy an 8K projector.
So Blu-rays can reach 8K. The only thing is it drops down to 24 frames a second, which is fine.
They're not filmed in 8K.
No, but they could be upscaled. I get your point.
I'm just saying.
Fine. How about a 4K projector?
Okay, that's fine because you can buy stuff that's 4K.
Okay,
You
then.
can watch movies that are in 4K.
Okay, then. It's
You can play games that are in 4K.
Okay, so it's 4K, and it can showcase up to 150 inches diagonally on your living room wall.
It's really weird.
It even stows, so it can be even in dim light. It'll still be fine. It has Dolby Atmos, which will fill the room with the sound as well as light. I'm super keen on it. I believe its price tag was up in the air, if I recall. I think you've seen it again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, just 11 grand. I can buy an 8K TV cheaper.
Hold on. 11 grand for a 150 inch TV.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna go searching for 150 inch TV. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 75. No.
No, that's 200 inches. That's a projector screen, though.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing. So 4K, 120. So it's a little smaller for 4,000.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
half that price
Yeah.
for just a little smaller in 4K
And it comes with a
sound thing.
sound thing. Okay. All right. But
11K, suck my ass.
yeah.
Samsung intros 88 and 150-inch bezel-less micro LED TV models. So Samsung's doing a 150-inch TV.
Well, that's gonna be later on, and I'll explain that in a sec.
No, that's not that one. This is a different one.
So, Quincy, we both have a problem with this company, but only because of their business practices. Guess who decided to shake hands with them?
I've known about this for a while. I've
Yeah.
been waiting to see the results.
Yeah.
And
I
I hate the results.
I'm neutral.
Where's the door handle?
It's a fucking fob.
So if my battery dies, I can't get something out of my car.
Well, no. Funny thing, you just run it against it. It has a magnet as well.
Okay.
So it's like you can also bind it to your phone. Apparently, don't quote me on that.
again,
one,
that
but
battery-
I believe this is the one that you can do it. So you just
I'm talking about the car's battery.
oh, the car's internal battery.
If that dies, you can't get in your car.
Uh,
It's not a mechanical lock. There's no mechanical lock option. Also, if you're in a car accident
Oh,
and someone's trying to get you out because you're unconscious,
well, break the window. That's fine.
oh, well, great. Now I got to climb through glass.
That-
So this is Sony's first car with Honda. Also, how much is this car?
Scrape. I believe this one is
The fucking
'cause-
glass comes in on you.
It's fine. I'll be fine. It's
No
gonna
price
be no price because it's gonna be for 2026.
We know it's going to be $80,000 at least.
Actually, I've heard 200K.
Okay, I said at least. So
Yeah.
200K for a car that I have to have someone fold the fucking seat forward so I can get in the back seat.
Yeah, you're right.
They could even put 2 doors in.
2 more doors. But yeah, I get
Yeah,
your
2
point.
more doors. I sat in the back seat of the Mustang I rented.
Oh, yeah. Look. I don't know how to feel about that.
That looked really weird.
It does, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
it looks cool. I like it, but I.
Yeah, it snaps so hard.
Yeah, it does. And then
Back to that car. So I did sit in the back seat of the Mustang I rented.
okay.
And first of all, you had to fold the fucking seat forward to get in the back seat. There was no back. The most uncomfortable seats I have ever
They're
experienced.
bucket seats, of
They're
course.
fucking horrid. I understand the car's not meant for families, but like shit, sometimes you need to have someone sit in the back seat of your car.
You are correct.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm rushing you to the hospital from that gut wound. Be uncomfortable in addition to the gut wound in my fucking bucket seat because they couldn't possibly just put some cushioning.
Oh my god. But yeah, this is a gif. This is a gif of the
Foldable thing.
the hybrid, the Flex hybrid. See what I mean? It looks cool. It looks great, but the way that it does it just seems really
It's
irregular.
that snap in when it goes to
goes-
the screen. It's not the sliding extender doesn't bother me. It's that snap.
that happens.
Ugh, I don't like it. It seems so rough.
But at the same time, look at how seamless the whole entire thing is. You can see where the etch of where the joint is, and I personally would ignore that. That's fine.
My question is,
Go for it.
what's the practical use for this?
It's supposed to be for the business on the go. Because it has, I believe, a really good camera up in both that corner and the other corner.
Okay.
It's supposed to be just a PDA of the future. It's supposed to be your all-in-one for shopping.
I understand that part. I'm talking about the concept of folding and the concept of extending. Where in my life am I going to say, oh, hey, this is too much screen?
Yeah, Sean, like, it was originally the flip and fold where, of course, you can put it in your pocket, no problem.
But this one won't.
But this one's a bit more inner jacket pocket, and
You're gonna
that
have to
might
have a
be
satchel.
or in a bag. I don't know who's actually going for this, but then again, it's a tablet, so where would you put this?
This?
Yes.
Oh, first of all, if I'm taking it anywhere, I want a case.
Okay.
Currently, this goes in a laptop bag.
Okay, so let's say this does get an actual case that can bind to it, not a box that allows it to open and fold and even slide comfortably. Okay. Then it's for same reason you have yours.
Okay, but I can put an OtterBox on this.
I know, but I'm just saying...
I don't have to fold this up.
Flip it, but how's the camera?
On this one? I'm not sure.
I mean, I just wanted to... I mean, just put it up.
Oh.
Okay, man. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's actually pretty good.
So this is the iPad 12 point something inch. This is the Pro. This is the newest one. It's got the 2 cameras. Not the 3 like my phone.
Yeah.
But it's got 2.
Okay. If it's anything like... maybe a little bit better than this, because it might have active HDR shaking and all that, and stability things. I like that. That is comfy. I like it. So if it's anything like that, it's the same stuff. It is just literally to make sure it can close and keep both the screens in a better condition. Because if you drop this thing face down on something, it's
going to be a case.
That's
folding. It's not going to do anything a case wouldn't do. And the extension part. When am I going to go? Oh, I need more space. Slide it out.
I don't know.
Versus just having a bigger one. When would I ever go? I need less space.
I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know who this is for. Like, I'm just trying.
But it's not even a phone. It's a tablet, so you're not even hanging up on anyone.
Yeah. So this is a little bit of the Acer 3D glasses that are supposed to be a little bit more active. There have been many a Google Glass and many of things that will... I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't mind AR and how you can interact with your files, that kind of thing. But that's been done to hell and back. I want to see actual sellable properties. The Google Glass was a sellable property, but no one bought it because it didn't work proper. So until it's done, I'll talk about it then. The TV that puts all the others to shame. This one's a very interesting one. A wireless TV that has I believe a battery-centered mount, so that way you can plug it up and then it just charges it wirelessly.
That's great, but this is not for people that want to do gaming or anything like that. Because then you still have to run wires, and it defeats the whole wireless thing you're going with here.
Guess what? It has an external box that streams it to it.
I don't want latency.
Apparently, it's very minimal. It is, I believe, 10 ms, which is a common TV. So that's the only downside is it's still early technology, but it's still technology pushing forward.
Going back to the camera on this real quick, 1080p.
1080p.
For video recording, 25 frames per second, 30 frames per second, or 60 frames per second.
I was just looking at my Google.
Yeah, 12.
So 12, I think that one's a 15, don't quote me.
122 degree field of vision.
Okay.
But the question was never those specs. It was why, because you know the price tag it's going to come with is going to be based on the foldability.
Right.
And the extending thing.
Oh, of course.
You don't need.
Yeah.
They're not adding anything.
Nope. The only way I would buy it is if it was inexpensive.
Yeah, but it's not going.
No. But speaking of inexpensive, $200 and under phones are getting really, really good.
I love to hear it.
TCL was pretty okay. It was one of the ones that I could have gotten aside from my LG Velvet. My LG Velvet does pretty good. It does everything I tell it to do. It plays a little bit more. Yeah, I know, right? I got a case for it. I don't want to say I've been rough with it, but it, as I said, does everything I want it to do. But for $200 on a Samsung's newbie line, 50 megapixel outward facing camera, $129. Well, okay. You have my interest. Why such a high rated camera? Okay, A13. Okay, well, give me some more specs. And then as I began to look up very quickly the specs, guess what I might be able to upgrade my Velvet into?
Really?
One of those.
Nice.
But I would go for a higher variant because if I'm going to be paying monthly anyways, I might as well get my money's worth.
Yeah.
So I'll probably get one of the TCL. I believe it's called the 49. But even still, it's one of the newer ones.
These things are innovation, not invention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what socks means by that.
Oh, yeah, these are innovation.
Oh, okay.
Smartwatches want to know if you're okay. Now, I love Citizen. I love Fossil. I love Invicta watches. They are all classy looking watches. Pricey. This got me interested.
Okay.
So smartwatches, great things. They tell you everything you want to know, as we mentioned before about, being able to swim with them. But what if you are tired, physically tired?
Mm-hmm.
Your watch will be able to take your pulse ox.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be able to take your blood pressure off of what it can detect. It'll be able to monitor how things work, tell you, hey, you need to get some sleep soon or you are going to experience a variant of shock or stress or something that is going to be a problem. Okay. It doesn't tell you very much of your time. It tells you more of how you are.
So that's one of the things I like about the new Apple Watches. They can tell if you're going into cardiac arrest.
Really?
Yeah. Also, they have fall sensors.
That one I've heard about.
Which I really like. If they weren't so expensive, I would totally get one for Anne-Marie's son. Though we were talking about him on the way home. He has seizures, and she's come home from work and found him on the ground at the bottom of the stairs.
You are correct. I remember you telling me this.
The fall sensor in those watches, and I'm hoping that something like this might have something like that. I'm not sure. It'll sense his fall, and it could text her.
Text her or call 911.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, because the problem is it's not I fell, let me get my phone and call my mom. It's he falls, and he's basically unconscious on the ground until she comes home.
Yeah.
So this way it can be like, text her, and she knows, oh, I need to leave work. I need to go home. My son fell.
Yes.
Because she can't just not work.
Right.
Especially because the seizures have gotten so much worse for him, he can't work anymore.
Yeah.
He used to be able to work, but they're too often and too rough now. And so it's like it's one of those things of like, I'm loving that that these wrist techs are getting like that. Apple sells a thing you can wear at night. Not Apple. Amazon sells a thing you can wear at night that connects to the Echoes that can monitor your sleep habits and stuff like that, and keep you updated on all that.
Okay.
Because the one thing I've always had a problem with, because my Apple Watch, back when I had one,
Mm-hmm.
mine was an old one, and it eventually broke. I could do the same thing. I could monitor my sleep. It's got a charge. When the fuck am I going to charge it if it's on me at night?
Oh.
So Amazon actually sells a thing that's all it does. You put it on at night so that
it does the thing and then
maps your sleeping, and then you charge it during the day when you're awake, so that you can still get the sleeping thing, but you don't kill your smartwatch.
Yeah, fair enough. BMW, we talked about this one last year. This one finally has an active display over at the CES floor. They were futzing around with their smartphone, changing the colors, made it look like Bumblebee, made it look like the Dukes of Hazzard car for a brief second before going...
Well, they made it orange. They didn't put the freaking flag on top, did they?
They put the two racing stripes. I don't know about the side.
No, the flag's on top.
The flag's on top?
The sides don't have anything.
Does the hood have the two black stripes, yes?
White,
White?
I think.
Well, in short...
In
short, the dude panicked and quickly changed it. I don't know if it was. Don't care if it was. It looked good. Each panel of the...
sorry. The generally doesn't even have stripes. My bad. Oh. It has the one, the 0 and the 1 on the door, and then the roof is the Confederate flag, and that's the problem. So, for instance, they put this car in GTA, but the flag's not there. It's something different. Okay. It's orange with the O and the 1, but they don't have the Confederate flag.
Oh, okay. But yeah, the BMW iVision D, DEE, is a very sophisticated vehicle. It allows you to change the color of almost any panel you see on the vehicle, aside from tire tread, the grille, the windows, and I believe the back bumper, I believe, is one of the very few pieces. But it can change every panel of the car.
What I've told you that the problem I see being with this car is if it's used in a crime, yes, the license plate stays the same, but you have to get close to cars to read the license plate. If you're looking for a green car, you're not going to fucking start reading the license plate of the black car.
No.
And that's where it runs into a problem. But you did tell me they're only making like 500 of these, right?
I believe that it's going to be...
It's going to be a limited run, is what you're understanding.
Yes, I believe so.
So that's a big difference. And that's one of the things that I've never understood with like the temperature adjusting paints.
I like those.
I like them too,
but
they can be used for
evil. Gonna start speeding up because we still got a lot to cover.
I wasn't expecting you to go through all these lists. I thought we were pulling certain items from each list.
I was, but then I just kept kind of going. Real quick, thin gaming laptop from Alienware.
What is the thin obsession? Because the MacBooks are so fucking... They're thinner than this.
People just really don't like space taking up things.
Yet they love the giant cell phone now. Apple makes a bigger version of this phone than this. My brother buys it. He's like, the other one feels so small. It's wild to me.
Here, let me see your phone compared to mine. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Okay. I mean, I like mine. I'm comfy with mine, but
it's too big.
It depends on person. $1,800, and it's pretty good resolution with the refresh rate. The bigger version is $3,100. No, thank you.
I've been iffy on Alienware ever since Dell bought them.
Invisible laptop touchpads. I think I'm good here. Gonna start pushing toward the other stories. I
think this is when you opened this one up because we were talking about the projector.
Oh, that's right. Skadoop, and then... So, Quincy and I had a brief discussion about this, and the new digital cockpit will allow for...
Driverless driving that's still drivered?
Self-driving vehicles that...
They're not self-driving, that's the big thing.
Well, it is... The vehicle itself is self-driving.
Because when you say self-driving, people think AI is driving it. It's self-driving that isn't self-driving.
You are correct. It is...
It's a weird thing to explain.
Yeah, it is a human...
It's Bluetooth driving.
It's Bluetooth driving. Yeah, fuck it. Hey, you want me to change the fucking music? Holy shit!
I'm gonna Bluetooth in a different driver. I don't like how this guy works.
Yo! Fucking put in
remote driven. There you go.
Yeah, put a fucking Bluetooth in your ear and just start yelling into it and be like, "Where you going, you piece of shit?" Yeah, I'm driving some dumbass in the back of my car. But I do like this idea that it is both safe, efficient, and
it protects the driver.
It protects the driver.
Protects the passenger.
To a degree, yes, because it still has its automatic capabilities of knowing where they're going to, et cetera, so that way everyone's safe.
Where I run into an issue.
Which I think I fixed.
Actually, two issues. So issue number one is not cheap.
Oh, no, God, no. Not yet.
So
no.
This is big corporations buying this.
Yes.
Taxi companies or limo companies, yada, yada, yada.
Yes.
Where my other issue runs into.
Okay.
I get latency on a FaceTime sometimes.
Technology's getting a little bit better. You keep saying...
It's getting a little bit better. That you're not wrong, but we're not there yet. So to put someone in this and say, hey, go drive this vehicle on public roads and hope that a latency hiccup doesn't happen when you're getting near a fucking crosswalk in a school zone.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you get that 2-second latency. You're like, oh, I'm hitting the brakes when I should be. And all of a sudden, it catches up and you realize, nope, I just hit a human speed bump.
Yeah. Okay.
You need that.
And drinking and
bird
driving,
flies in front of the fucking signal on it for 2 seconds.
You're done for.
People are bags of water. They block signals really easily. You get a human being walking just right on a bridge above you. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
Will these require...
intermittent breath tests keep you sober?
Fuck, hope so. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of trial and error, and best case of the worst case is...
It's better direction.
It is better direction. I also think that, maybe this is going to be like fucking arcade style where they're lined up and everyone goes into work and does this, sends out their cars to do their thing.
I think this is better than the concept of trying to get a car that truly drives itself.
Yeah, this is leaning toward that. The only major downside is, who are these monitors for? That's the only thing I don't understand. Everything up here I kind of get.
Yeah.
Who are these monitors for?
Maybe this is the show what's being displayed to passengers in the back seat, so that whoever, like you're saying, these are rolled up. There's gonna be a manager walking around making sure everyone is doing this and not doing this. So maybe this is so they can monitor what the passengers are seeing on their little screens in the back, so that they know if a passenger is watching something they really shouldn't be watching on your company stuff.
Okay, I suppose. But even still, digital cockpits, they seem like such an interesting idea. I'm super keen on it. I'm interested to see what vehicle they're going to be pushing them into. They were showcasing more of the flex stuff. These one has 2 stretchy bits on the sides. Watching that one was even more uncomfortable. There are new flat screens without the extra bevel. I love the color displays, but gotta wait till we get them.
You know what I like when it comes to TV tech that I've seen recently? Those ones that have the squares that you...
Neutral. I like it, but it's just give me one piece.
I think it's really good for if you're going to do full wall.
Yeah. If we were to do the entire full wall, yeah, sure.
If something goes out, I don't have to replace a 300-inch TV. I have to replace a section.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. This is just the same stuff, but a self-driving scooter.
Yeah, I've seen Ghostbusters 2, and I ain't into this.
Yeah. Just
This bothers me. Just fucking push your kid.
especially for that price tag.
That price tag when you're going to use it for a very short period of their life, too. Yeah. Just push your fucking kid. Jesus Christ.
The AR2s, this is what I was talking about earlier, but it's very bulky, they said.
Yeah.
The controllers, I kind of like the controller. The only thing is touchpad. I don't know how to feel about that. The Atmos gear adds electric power to inline skates. I don't mind inline skating. The only downside is I don't want batteries strapped to my feet.
So
I don't want Wile E. Coyote boots.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
And I mean, plus they're $530, so no thank you. Skidoo.
Well, really quick, how much for this?
$500.
Yeah. So what I would do over that, because the concept is that
Hoverboard.
No. So the concept is that you're not expending the energy. It's moving you. So they've got those unicycle things.
Yeah, hoverboards.
No,
they're called hoverboards.
That's not. I'm not talking a hoverboard. I'm talking about the unicycle wheel thing. Hoverboard is that thing where you stand.
Oh, you are correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now the problem is these are like $2,300 and stuff like that. The good thing is they hit better speeds, and they're rechargeable generally. 35-degree rotation. Oop, that's the one I wanted. This one doesn't tell you the top speed. But I'm just thinking, like, something kind of like that already exists that does it pretty well. I'm not sure putting one on each foot is what we need.
Yeah.
And then what if one dies, but the other one still got some juice because of a weird power hiccup?
You just get on one foot and just... Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they go up to 60 miles per hour, these unicycle ones.
Yeah. Let's do the weird stuff now.
The weird stuff.
The weird stuff.
The weird stuff's fun.
Yeah.
I would buy this, honestly.
So, this toilet sensor can read your pee.
I would totally buy this.
I
don't go to the doctor.
Yeah. So, there is a lot of issues that can come out in your urine. Whether or not you have infections, whether or not you are eating too much fatty foods, too much acids.
I can tell you already, I do.
That's fine. That's fine and fair. But if you want to know numbers, details, or otherwise, this would be an actual thing. Apparently goes into great detail on what you're needing to do. It even has missions of drink water. It's like Pretty Litter for People.
It's a animal thing. The cat's pee in it and based off the color.
Oh, kind of. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I think.
kind of.
I think that's what Pretty Litter is.
Go
back up to it real quick.
Go back.
I am all for this kind of tech. It's weird, but I am all for this kind of tech. It's back to the watches and the wristbands and the Fitbits, and I am all for this shit that lets you monitor how you're doing health-wise. Because the reality is, even if you have medical coverage or money, you can't go see a doctor every fucking day.
And this even tells you if you're low on nutrients. Okay. Or if you're about to ovulate. That's kind of interesting.
It tells you if you're about to ovulate?
So that means it will tell you if you're fucking pregnant.
Probably. Instead of buying the strips all the time.
Yeah.
What is this called?
The Withings, WITHINGS, toilet sensor.
I'm curious what the price is.
Yeah, right there on the top, I think. That might be our best.
I think that's their whole shop.
That's fine. I don't oh god, what are
They
they?
do scales that Bluetooth?
Except all cookies. Yeah, it's cookies.
They do Bluetooth scales. Oh. Check your vitals. And it wraps
BP.
around. Yeah.
Blood pressure.
That's
Nice.
really cool. Watches.
I kind of like that style
I
of
like
watch.
that watch. That's my problem with Apple Watches. I don't like that they're those weird rounded rectangles. I like circular watches, and Apple doesn't do that. Samsung has some beautiful ones, but they don't work with Apple
No,
phones.
they don't.
This thing that you lay on to track your sleeping, thermometers.
No, thank you.
Doesn't
I kind of like that watch.
the watch is nice.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like they have
The P thing yet?
the P thing yet.
That's fine. The RoboDog, we've seen many a RoboDog from
Many a
the 2002, 2003.
Okay, this is expected to be somewhere around like $527.
Okay. But RoboDogs, sure. $80, sure. It does it learn from you? Maybe. It's one of those things that you just pet, it makes noise. You touch a thing, it goes, no, don't do that. You pull its tongue, and it gets mad at you.
Like, buy your kid a dog.
Yeah. Suction your TV to a wall. Now, this is another one of those that uses internal batteries to just work.
So is it just me, or does it seem like they're trying to also slightly advertise the new Insomniac Sony Wolverine game here?
Oh, yeah, maybe. But in short, a wireless TV to a wall, same thing, displaced, but however, this one does not have the box, I believe, but it does allow you to suction cup the screen to a wall, any wall, just long as it has quote-unquote flat surface. Every 6 months, you can pop it off, change the battery. Battery, I believe, lasts for, 6 months. It has a little indicator in the top right that is not... It is noticeable, but it doesn't distract, I believe was their verbiage. It is cool, I guess. It's just... I personally would not do that.
Here's where my brain goes. Go back up to that image of it real quick. I was looking at this going, okay, I can see the Mirage and I can see Caesars there. So I can sit here and I can figure out what casino this is. And I started immediately trying to figure that out.
The Venetian.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, this is where this was.
Well, my way was funner.
Yeah. But so something that I was gonna lean into our end piece. There's still a lot there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. LG's answer for smelly feet. A sneaker deodorizer. Lock them up and show them off.
Well, smell.
Yeah, get rid of the smell. You can wear them every other day or recycle them. A party in your kitchen. You can animate the LED screens that are a part of this new iInk or e-ink style stuff. That
Well, this one's a little weird to me.
It's a little weird, but at the same time, I mean, I like customization and being able to change up your stuff. If this image had more of the active color stuff, like I showed you on Wallpaper Engine, I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or yeah, like the whole digital wall thing we see in so many futuristic movies. We see it in Smart House. We see it in
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk and like Fifth Element, stuff like that. Those would be cool. Or different grains of wood, different types of metal, stuff like that. Not just weird pastel colors.
Yeah, harsh colors is a bit weird, but you can see there's a little bit of a thing to choose from that.
Yeah.
So, in time, aromatherapy shower. I was neutral, but then
Oh, you know what? I don't think it's spraying you.
aromatherapy sprays you with smells.
Oh, sprays you with smells. Okay, so it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it.
I mean, there is aromatherapy you can put on your skin.
And then one of the most popular things that I've heard about is the Neutrogena customized skincare gummies. $80 for, I think it's $80. $50 for a month's supply, 28 days.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Apparently, this was everyone's favorite thing. Everyone actually enjoyed the taste of them. So
They look terrible.
they do look terrible.
Almost as bad as that person's sweater in the background.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Quincy, you want a tattoo?
No.
Would you want a temporary tattoo?
I'd be more open to that.
Okay. Well, this thing here can color hair. Let's turn that off. This thing can color hair. This thing can put a 3D printed tattoo on skin. And it lasts, same as henna, up to, I believe it is 3 weeks. Don't quote me. And the ink cartridges are okay, $20 a cartridge. And I believe it is up to 80 prints, depending on how big and detailed.
Yeah, I wonder how detailed you can get.
I mean, the stars and moon bit.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, am I able to program, all right, here's line 1, and then here's line 2 to do a bigger image across my arm? Because it only prints in a small line. I'm wondering if you would be able to, like, until you have
A full thing.
full thing.
Yeah. The only other question is trying to get it accurately.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something to think about, something
go
to
to
keep in
the
the
henna
periphery. You know, I mean, I personally would rather. I don't know how much this is.
It also says it doesn't look too vibrant, and it looked better on the hair than it did the skin.
Yeah. There was another one of claw marks being placed on a arm, and it looked fine. I don't have a problem with this. It's just the price. For the price, you might as well just get a tattoo
Or go get henna.
or go get
You
henna,
don't want
because
something permanent.
henna for $50. Yeah. Why
Hell,
not?
there's a place in Town Square I think does it for like, not Town Square, downtown Charlotte does it for like 25.
Yeah. And I mean, you know,
The lady a tip, call it a day.
yeah, call it a day. $30 out the door. Skadoosh.
We've seen variations of this. I don't know why it keeps coming back. Although sometimes I think I should get it so I can game at night, so I don't bother Lauren.
Okay. Just that way you can talk and enjoy stuff. I guess. I don't know. But the Dyson one is the weird one. I like its design.
Well, this one air purifies.
Yeah, this one.
This isn't just to keep you quiet.
And also the headphones are apparently backed by Beats.
It looks like it.
And so I'm like, I love the design. The design just looks interesting to me. But to have air purifying headphones, we did talk about them, I think. Was it last? No. Yeah, it was last year. We talked about these exact ones.
My whole thing is like I am not against the concept of not getting sick.
Yeah,
you know,
I get you, but
I am against $1,000 to prevent me from getting sick.
Yeah.
I am against the Razer ones that were never confirmed to work right.
right, it was just for the RGB lighting.
Which pisses me off because, like, are you fucking serious? I'll just fucking glue some RGB stuff to it with a little battery pack.
They're
Make
getting
the
better.
fucking filter work.
They're getting better. They're getting better.
It doesn't, like, sit on your face right to where you just breathe regular air anyways. You look like a fucking idiot for no reason.
Smart toothbrush. Teach you how to brush your dang teeth. Taser MP3 holder. I don't quite understand an MP3 holster. We're beyond the MP3 player phase. We now have cell phones with streaming services that work accurately. I can play a 1080p music. I don't know. I don't know why this was one of the weird ones. The pet microwave. I mean, the pet dryer.
Okay.
I mean, they already have these. They already have these smaller ones. I watched a few.
If you have a
TikTok.
small animal, that's the only way this works. If you have a fucking mastiff, you're screwed.
Yeah.
For instance, though,
Comes out poofy.
Well, it won't fucking
Will a
fit in there.
husky
Well,
fit?
No.
But
But that's the thing. First of all, the price tag's too big. Second of all, you can't fit any like normal size animal in there.
this combination torture device / dryer will set you back $660.
But like, if you have a sick animal like I do, where you have to bathe her and then drying her is really difficult. Lay her in here for a second, and she's dry, and I don't have to worry about her regulating body temperature for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but the only downside is that it makes noise and maybe it does like some awkward movement.
She doesn't like if I use a blow dryer on her either, though.
Yeah. Belty, yeah, these are
Belt that changes the fucking size based off of how fat you are that day.
This one I didn't show you.
The Dyson vacuum shoe?
No, Denso vacuum.
Oh,
shoes.
Denso.
Apparently, it also you can kick out your heel so you can scrape up gum. I don't understand.
I mean, that'd be good for like
Janitorial.
yeah, like buy it for your employees.
Sure, I guess.
Plus, I mean, what employee wouldn't want you to provide them shoes so they don't have to go out and buy fucking shoes?
Fair enough. I don't know the full details of this one. It seems like it's
Interesting. Getting somewhere.
A bit of a joke, but at the same time, interesting down the line.
I mean, if it had been a shoe phone, that's a joke. Get smart.
Kick it off. Hello. Skadoop. Just a whole bunch more robots. A lot of robots were shoved out the door. One that cost a little bit of an interest to farmers is a robot planter. And seeing as that would mean that it's going to be more efficient than human, they said that any that just stays in its usage and overfills, like delivers 20 bushels, but the other 2 bushels that aren't needed, they're going to be recomposted and sent back out as fertilizer. That's interesting. That also makes me wonder if we're using too much utility in general, but every day another person's born. Delivery robots, that has been a thing for a while, and these have been spotted all over CES's show.
I got annoyed the other day. I was picking up an Uber order at California Pizza Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And they had a delivery robot about my size. It was a tall one.
Okay.
And it was stuck and kept saying, "Excuse me, could you get out of my way?" It was a chair someone didn't push in all the way.
Oh.
And I asked the bartender where the pickup is, and she tells me, I was like, also the robot's stuck. And she goes, "Yeah, I know." And she like chuckled about it and went back to doing what she was doing. I go and pick up my order and everything. I come back and the robot's still stuck. I'm like, "Lady, fucking help the robot.
Help him.
What is wrong with you? Help the robot."
Yeah, the robot needs to charge. But yeah, self-driving delivery bot. Apparently, there was 4 of these handing out little greeting cards. It had a little hook on the top, and it would just offer their little cards to you.
Every time I see one of these, though, I think of that video where it's like, "There's my boy." And it fell down the hole.
No, my boy.
Father, help.
Yeah, but that was that one. JBL. I enjoy music. For those who don't know, I fancy myself as a huh?
That's
I'm sorry.
music.
Yeah. How many songs you got on your little playlist? That
Just because you have more doesn't make what you have music. That was my joke. It's not that you.
How many copies of one song do you have on your goddamn playlist?
You talking about the fact that I have multiple carols of the bells?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck
They're
you.
all different.
I know, and I have 8 different variants of.
It's a great song.
Yeah. Well, so is what I listen to, but you wanted to fight. You wanted to fight. You wanted to start throwing some fists.
All right, hurry up.
Okay. But JBL had some stuff over at CES, and I'm kind of interested. I wouldn't mind getting a new pair of earbuds if it meant having a smartwatch to go along with it. Something that I could just immediately pop into my headphones, and instead of just putting it in my side satchel, I can just immediately press the button and then put it in my side satchel, playing the music, so I don't need to pull out my phone or futz with the earpiece.
I like that it tells you the battery lives of each individual thing, the left, the right, and the pack itself that recharges them.
And the time.
And the time.
I love everything about this, and I want to know price tag. Give me first.
My problem is I'm gonna lose the fucking earbuds.
See, well, yeah, I personally don't think I would.
Ooh.
What?
$250.
$250 for some pretty good drivers. I mean, it's got the new Bluetooth stuff.
Could you imagine the speaker blows on it?
Does it come with a warranty?
Yeah, but probably 90 days.
Really?
Most likely.
I'm hoping a year.
That's most tech.
Yeah, I want a year. Give me a year and we'll talk. Because I
How about a transmission? They give me 6 months.
Skidoo.
This is the one you were looking for, scroll down more.
Oh, yes.
Right there.
Okay, yeah.
Wearable wireless digital scent.
They
VR
did.
gaming.
Yeah, they did a little bit of this with Fractured Butthole.
These are the guys that enjoyed scratch and sniff too much when they were children.
Or ate the stickers.
Did you eat the stickers?
No. But that's so weird.
Not going for it.
Yeah, I
don't need to smell my games. Oh my God, she's in nature doing this to make it seem like she's in nature. Just go outside.
Just go outside.
Just go to a fucking park.
Just breathe air.
I play fucking
Touch
video
grass.
games, and even I will fucking sit there and go to a fucking park.
Touch grass.
This I liked. I don't like the price tag. So this is from Ring. It's a new dash cam that has both front-facing and back-facing, and two-way talk and motion detection. It's great because dash cams, I think, are very important. People drive like shit. I've been in a lot of accidents in my life and always get screwed.
But what's the problem?
The next part I was gonna say is it having an in-facing camera is a great thing in case something happens with a passenger, or if a cop says you were on your phone when you weren't. Stuff like that.
Okay.
My problem is it shouldn't be $200.
Really?
I don't feel like it should. I feel like $200 is a bit much for a dash cam that's got 2 cameras in it.
Dash cam that has 2 cameras and you can... I don't know. Just to be able to get also GPS and otherwise, just in case it gets stolen or something. I don't know. This seems fine and fair.
So the GPS is rather nice.
Yeah,
but I mean...
motion alerts and real-time notifications. Live view plus two-way talk, which allows you to do hands-free. I mean, this seems fine. And also, it works with voice commands.
Because I'm looking at multiple dash cams here that are $40.
I think for its extra services, I find it to be fine.
The reality is if someone breaks in my car and steals my dash cam, my last worries is getting my dash cam back.
It's got GPS in it.
Yeah.
I think this is fine.
Yeah, it's from Ring, so if you already have the Ring doorbell, it's from the same people.
Yep.
So it's Amazon now.
Zamzon.
Amazon bought Ring.
Zamzon.
Which means you might be able to eventually do payments on this. It's set for a February 15th release, but a lot of the Amazon things that are made by Amazon tend to do introductory price, yada, yada, yada. A lot of these things tend to, it'll be more expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of these Amazon things eventually tend to go to a point of you can do payments through Amazon without the credit card. The thing me and Lauren were talking about, that's the...
I know.
Yeah, for the
I know.
Wi-Fi.
I'm aware.
Over Wi-Fi LTE. So that's the thing. The other thing, the GPS location.
Yep.
Over Wi-Fi plus LTE. So you're paying. So you can, if you don't pay, you can only find it if they're dumb enough to hook it to their.
Over Wi-Fi. Well, your Wi-Fi, right?
Ring has horrendous security. Well, I'm not saying get their security company. I'm saying the cameras. That's a different thing. But me and Lauren were talking about cars just need to come with built-in dash cams now. We're at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Very few of them have it. Teslas have it. A couple others have it. They just need to be built into the cars now. We're at that point. We're putting backup cameras in almost every car now.
Yes.
Just get that fucker to record if it gets hit.
Yes.
No, they're cameras. I have a Ring camera. I'm fine with it.
It made me look like a fish.
My problem was that my house was too old, and so the wiring was the issue.
I love it.
Super easy to hack and watch through. Okay, they can watch my doorstep. And that connects to your Wi-Fi, so that's also on your Wi-Fi for being hackable. Like I don't see the problem with someone watching my doorstep. I don't even use it to leave my house.
I kind of like it, but at the same time, meh.
Yeah, out of stock. The NYXi Wizard Wireless Joypad Nixie, and it's essentially the
GameCube controller, but it has an extra button because it only used to have Z. Now it has an extra one there. I like it. It looks very complicated, like heavy in its buttons, but this looks comfy to hold. I would love to have this for Switch. I would love to have it for that, but gotta wait till it comes back in stock. It looks really good. I love its color scheme, and there's buttons back here. It looks like it's actually super reactive. I am okay with, and you can interchange them.
Very nice.
Ayo. 2.5 hours of charging time, for 6.5 hours of playtime.
Not bad.
That's not bad, but that's what I get. Ooh.
Yeah, they got a lot of controllers.
Yeah. Okay. I might.
The next one is the thing that I was really Okay.
Maybe,
The
perhaps.
next thing is what I was really interested in. I found this hilarious and I love it. So
Yeah, this is what I saved for last.
Oh, there's one more.
Well, shoes.
Yeah, the price tag on those mods wasn't bad. So, if anyone doesn't know, Vegas is big on strip clubs, and we have one called Sapphire, and they had something at CES this year. And after debuting it on, I think, the 6th, might have been the 7th, they promptly, after that, took it down to Sapphire. So I do believe you can see it there now. And it's their giant bouncer robot. It's a mech suit for bouncers, essentially. Reminds me of what Ripley uses to fight the alien.
Yeah,
aliens.
kind of does look like one of those lifters.
Get away from her, you bitch.
And
I think this is hilarious. Obviously, like, this thing isn't gonna fucking do anything unless, like, they're being,
Piloted.
tactically attacked. Well, there it is outside of Sapphire.
Just chilling out.
Where can I see the bouncer bot? Sapphires.
Sapphires. But I don't know the location of Sapphires, but
Near the strip, but not on it.
yeah, like it's off Paradise.
I don't know. Industrial.
Industrial
Maybe.
on this side.
I'm not sure.
In short,
it will not be on the strip.
just go down the strip and it'll tell you where.
Yeah, there are no strip clubs on the strip.
Really?
Not that I know of. Every single strip club I know of is just off strip. They have go-go dancers.
They do have go-go dancers and they have specialty shows. I get your point.
But,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know of any on the strip. I could be wrong, but I don't know of any on.
There's probably I think there's one like way down on the end of the strip, but I think that's just as soon as the Las Vegas Strip becomes just Las Vegas Boulevard. And it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I thought this was funny, and I thought it was really cool that they did this. I don't know what the fuck this thing's gonna do, because like, what's this? Like, it doesn't have arms that you can like actually walk up and just grab someone that's being a problem and carry them out. But
Mech
yeah.
the Bot Johnson, the club's security detail, as for its employment and the club's bouncer. Beyond its one night CES tenure,
I think it was fun though.
sure, yeah, it is definitely an eye turner because that's fucking cool.
And it's going to bring business. People are going to want to go down and see it, and then be like, you know what, might as well go in the strip club.
And with the finale, we got a shoe news. So this is on their third run, from what I've been to understand, and they're selling hella quick. We are huge wrestling fans, huge, and we do enjoy our Penta Zero Miero. Good old Penta and Ray Phoenix have their shoes through Champ Sports. On the back of the shoe, they got good old Penta's mask, and I believe on the other one is Ray Phoenix's. Oh, god dang it. Let me back it up. Bop. And I believe on the back of this one, it's Ray Phoenix's.
Yep, very nice.
Which is really nice, really great. Their color schemes are like a cream white for Ray, with Urban Aztec in the backing, while Penta's is his kind of signature off gray to black. And then on the side it has his Zero Miedo on etched in the side.
Which is no fear.
No
right?
fear. Zero fear.
Zero fear.
And that man don't show no fear. He does a lot of very interesting things. These are on the backs of his gloves, and on the tongue it says Lucha.
And also has the Urban Aztec in the shoe too.
Oh yes, in the sole.
I like them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear them because they're not my style, but I don't think they're a bad shoe.
No, and I would definitely enjoy these.
That's what we got for you guys this week.
Oh man, 2 hours. 2 hours
Yeah,
of
Lauren's
technology.
gonna kill us. No.
Okay,
She's not gonna kill us.
Well, let's go ahead and do the outro. Here we go. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for all of our nice little stuff. Check out that Discord. Hop on in. Remember to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a frenemy. And remember, above all else, same thing I'll tell you every single goddamn week. Be nice. It's free.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.